Awesome. Welcome to Rolling Over, where we discuss our last session and talk about any likes, dislikes, what we could have done better, what everybody thinks. Anybody have anything they want to bring up, want to discuss?
That was rough. Discord was eating us real today.
Well, I mean, game-wise, not
I need waterproof and lightning-proof companions. That way I can unleash lightning underwater and not kill the girl.
I mean, you could have tried it anyways.
I thought it probably wouldn't be the best thing to just go kill a semi-innocent girl.
Well, was it saltwater or freshwater?
It was a shark, so probably saltwater.
Distilled water? I mean, they all conduct current different. So.
Yeah. It was probably saltwater since it was sharks.
I think saltwater is the one that...
It's ocean water, and that's definitely conductive.
I don't remember. Maybe
salt is highly conductive.
Yeah.
If it was distilled water, it would not be.
Water.
I don't know, man.
Water, that's the one
I'm no scientist. I couldn't tell you. If you made a good excuse of why it wouldn't, I would have agreed with you.
Yeah, because salt is a solid, not a liquid.
Magic,
so electricity can't pass through salt, Casey. Everyone knows that.
See, that would work.
I get to control. I get to control lightning, so I control that it doesn't electrocute Lily.
You control the perfect little spot through the water.
Yes, exactly.
You know how it goes.
AC or DC?
Both.
It's Angus.
Okay, so game wise, all bullshit said. So we kind of discussed at the end there. So the burning of tags. So we burn those for an automatic success.
Yes.
And then we don't get them back until we focus on them to get them back.
The recovery or prepare for your next activity.
Yeah. Okay.
And sadly, Greg, if you prepare for your next activity, you still wouldn't get your badge and gun back.
Yeah, I figured that was more of like a story point now, in the tech now just Thorn and Kidu, since she's no longer a detective.
You still are.
So that makes more sense.
You're on
administrative
You're on leave. Yeah, you're not fired. You're just not allowed to have a badge and a gun.
Because I was kind of wondering that too, because you said the burning of his badge and gun, and I was like, well, wouldn't he just get those back? But that makes sense now because it's not like a long rest like in 5th edition. We have to focus on them to get them back.
Yeah.
What do you have that's burned?
Well, I burned a bunch of Hans's abilities to not die when we got flooded in the aquarium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like encase Lily and protective energy. You already used your strength. You used that so you couldn't break the glass.
Yep.
So
nice.
But
and then a while ago, I used my self-defense one. I burned that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous on how to continue playing Detective Enkidu, just because I know that I want to, like, game wise, I want to collect more clues. But I don't know how to go about doing that.
You're still a PI, or you just be more PI than detective.
Yeah, I mean you
still have that skill set.
Yeah, you have the all seeing eye investigations. You have your private eye investigator license, and at what point, besides the issue like in the pawn shop, have you used your gun to get any information? You know, like
you need a gun. I know a guy.
No, I haven't ever. So, but at the same time, so like, if we're gonna go and
you used your gun,
not to get information.
Yeah, he did. He put it in the other brother's belly and said, "I'm going to shoot your brother."
I said, besides the pawn shop.
Yeah, besides that, yeah.
Oh, besides the pawn shop. Sorry.
Yeah, you're still a PI. You could still investigate stuff. You've got the skill set. You just don't have the legal cop stuff. You can still be a PI without being a cop.
Well, exactly, and this is where like I'm confused, like player knowledge versus my character's knowledge. My character knows a lot more about this stuff than me.
And you could always play it up as she is used to being a detective, so she gets in and she goes, "Oh crap! I don't have a badge. I can't use that here. I have to use something else."
If we collect, here's my question: if we do find evidence at this party or while helping out this Delia person, and we collect evidence while doing that, like, is that admissible evidence? If we steal evidence from her while we're committing this,
Nope.
I mean,
yeah.
If we go the legal route, but
that's where I feel like my character is torn right now between like, can I still be a cop or detective and still protecting?
You have a private investigator's license, so if you guys find out more information, you give it to the police precinct. The only person so far that you could give it to would be Captain Sheehan.
Captain. Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I have an idea. I'm not gonna talk about what my idea is, but I'm writing it down.
Okay.
And I'd say on like the street level too, you probably like most of your like random contacts that aren't in the police probably don't know you were fired. Yeah, they don't know you're suspended.
Yeah.
You're just Detective Enkidu. Like,
you could still play it as, oh yeah, I'm still Detective Enkidu.
Oh no, I'm sure that they
won't
know.
How would they instantly know?
I've seen cop shows and dramas. They all know.
I watch Cops.
I've seen Bosch. That's who I'm modeling her after.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get into a little bit of a mechanic. Oh, go ahead, Ben.
I was just saying dumb shit. It's dumb shit.
So, mechanic-wise, had you gone the other way and taken the status of legal trouble, right?
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't affect you in any kind of like fight scenario, but a social scenario, it definitely would have affected you pretty bad. Like, people probably wouldn't want to talk to you because you already have legal trouble on you.
Because you would have been all over the news as this detective is being investigated for horrible stuff, blah, 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 blah. But now you're just on administrative leave. You're just fine.
Yeah. No, I think that I made the right choice in this hard decision that I needed to make.
The right choice is probably not pistol whipping the guy.
I couldn't help it. He pushed me to my edge. I knew that he was slime and he needed to be wiped out.
What you're saying is you're just like Delia.
And so the thing is like when they watched the tape, they didn't see any powers being used. It kind of for some reason the tape itself just showed those two like getting beaten by Enkidu. Like being slammed down.
That she'd probably tamper with it.
Or the powers just don't show up on video.
Well, I was for sure. I understood that like their powers wouldn't show up on their video because they're like soft powers. Yeah. They're coercive powers.
Like your characters in game might not know, but as players outside game, the mist protects itself. It erases things so people see things differently, and all that kind of stuff. And there's other entities called gatekeepers that are basically like the men in black. They'll erase people's memories of what happened in a scene if they saw too much. But we haven't got to any of that yet.
Look here, please.
Yep.
Yeah, and I guess another thing for me in this story is like it is really a convoluted like web. Like, why does Delia want? So Honey Lips, Delia works for Honey Lips, and Honey Lips works for the Falzones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Delia wants to protect this part of the city, but she's still working for the Falzones.
Wants to get rid of the drugs because she wants to be the only one with powers from the drugs.
So it's purely selfish. She's not trying.
Very much. Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
No, she has zero interest in helping people.
Okay,
my character is thinking.
Well, helping people
it
in her own way, much like in Kidu, beating people for information. She got mad and killed Sam because Sam wouldn't listen.
Yeah, because he wouldn't pay for extortion money. Basically. I don't think that's exactly the same, but maybe that's because
beast versus beast.
A crazy person doesn't think that they're crazy. A crazy person thinks that the world is crazy. So maybe Detective Enkidu is. Maybe she is. Maybe she is the villain. Maybe she is a bad guy.
The world is crazy.
She's not trying to be, but maybe she came across that.
Who can say?
There may be something you can look into for your character choices.
Well, that's why I feel that's what's making her go, off into the wild and kind of figure that out for herself, and hopefully I can figure that out as the player as well.
So if I want to work on the mythos stuff, for other words, level it up, I would just go and put attention, work on a certain thing on one of those.
Yeah. So anytime you use something from God of Rain and Lightning, as long as you're indoor, hit that weakness tag.
Throw the weakness. Okay.
And then also clothes always wet kind of tag.
And
so maybe
every time I click weakness, that gives attention, or if I pass, that gives attention.
No, if anytime you use your weakness in a situation, you get attention.
Oh shit! Okay.
So,
well, I really should have done that when we were doing the whole everything. Right? Damn. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Cool. I mean, like I said, we're learning the game now. We know.
Yeah.
So
I just try to figure out how to, have the character still working on the story part of it without just, I'm gonna go over here and level up.
I'm gonna
don't mind
go
me.
inside.
I'm gonna go grind levels.
Oh, hold on. Let me go inside somewhere and use my powers. Wait. It's like Fortnite. Just build a fucking fort around you real quick. Oh shit, my powers don't work as well. I level up.
Yeah. So I don't want to do that because this seems like a very cinematically driven game.
And there are other ways.
Here and grind levels.
There are other ways for me to do things that will make you can either level up or completely replace a theme card.
Oh.
So it just depends on how situations occur and what I can implement where. And so there's one thing we could have done with Mike's character, and this before I learned all this shit. But when he was down in the abyss, he was asking questions, and one of his mystery is why am I suffering or something like that on his mythos card. When that demon was talking to him about the deal that they made and blah blah blah. Technically, that could have been finally some answers. That's a cinematic move. When you find answers to your mystery, choose 1, 2, or 3, or all 3. You gain a deeper understanding of your mythos, of the subject or your mystery, or a link between your mystery and your mythos. Mark attention on that theme. So he would have gotten attention from that scene. And then you are shocked by the discovery to the point of rejecting your mythos or an aspect of your ordinary life. Mark fade or crack on one of those themes. And so then your questions are answered. Choose a new mystery for this theme. So technically, Mike could make a new mystery for that Devil Take It All theme card. Because
where are the mysteries?
So if you pull, let's say, I'll pull up Talalix, where it says on the wherever there is water, that's all it says. What does it mean to be everywhere?
That's okay.
That's your mystery.
Gotcha.
Cool. So these are basically how you play the character in a sense, who threatens to blot out the fifth sun. I mean, some of these are super vague. And business on the
Who
street
brought out
is
their first 4?
yeah. Business on the street is a game of give and take. So like, you gotta play him as kind of that thief. Like, you gotta give some information,
Right.
you get some information. Which I mean, you've been
That's
doing.
kind of what I was trying to do with what's her name?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'll help you out if you help us out, and so.
Yeah, I'd say if you guys do that, I'll let you mark attention to it because it's
That's cool.
An answer to
Okay. I
the
guess I thought that was
identity.
more of like less of a mystery, I guess, and more of just like this is a generic theme of the character.
Yeah.
But that's okay. So that's what you call a mystery. Cool.
Yeah, it's another mechanic, and the ones that are on the logos cards they're called identities. So that's like who you are, and then
they're less questions. It's more just like this is you.
Yeah, and then the end of the road mechanic in the game is if your identity ever becomes resolved, rephrase it in the same spirit to describe a new goal. Alternatively, if this aspect. Okay, so it says if your identity ever becomes resolved, rephrase it in the same spirit to describe a new goal, a greater scope, a new angle, etc. Alternatively, if this aspect of your life truly ended, you may replace this identity's theme. So, I'm not 100% sure on how we do that, but I'll get there eventually.
Cool.
Cool. Anybody got anything else, or you guys want to resolve this rolling over?
I'm good.
So the ring and the butthole. Bring that discussion back.
And the butthole is not
no
a ring.
The butthole is not the ring. The human is the ring. The butthole is just the hole within the ring. It's made of the human.
I will wear your butthole as a ring and prove to you that it's a ring.
There you go with your fisting fetish, Mike.
The ring. You could wear me as a ring, but you can't wear my butthole as a ring.
What if we cut your butthole out?
Then it would be a ring.
Yeah. Your butthole would be more like a set of brass knuckles. I just have to get right up in there.
I don't have 4 buttholes.
Mike, we all know you like fisting yourself.
How's me wanting
on that note, we're ending.
Fingers.
Yeah, cut that section out.
I will. I'll cut it out.
And there went all the 2 subscribers.
Yep.
All our 2 listeners.
Got 'em.
You see a bunch of comments. Prove it. Prove it.
You'd like to see Mike prove it.
All right, I'm gonna go watch The Last of Us.
Wow.
So,
you guys.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in to Rolling Over.
Wow.
We're gonna log off here. Everyone, take care. We'll see you next week.
all right.